So a man wants food. Ta bia o ar. So bia is food, far is a man, but from a man o ar. So ta bia o ar, a man wants food. So now the next several ones are a little bit more sensible. Are you using the dative on me?
I just figured it out.
He's using older grammar, I guess that's...
I mean, all of them, Sean and that. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm using the more modern grammar for this, but Bob's a stickler for the old grammar. Actually, I kind of like... yeah, what would the old be? I'm not as well versed in the old style, but...
I think the last three, weren't they like Sean and Omni and O'Ear?
Yeah, I think, yeah, some of those omni, that's right, I remember seeing that one somewhere. Yeah, there used to be a slightly different case for the nouns when they were in. They did more than just aspirate after a preposition. They sometimes actually changed form a little bit, or drastically. Omni. Okay, so anyway, those aren't used grammatically anymore, so I didn't include those. So the next set, this is where you're using from the, for example, from the woman, from the man, from the police officer, etc. So this is where you go from o, meaning from, to own, from the. And own eclipses instead of aspirating. So the woman needs money. Ta adagid on man. So adagid, of course, is money, or silver if you prefer. Ban is a woman, but from the woman, own man. So you'll notice own eclipses, and an M eclipses a B, so the B in ban becomes own man. The next one, the man needs sleep. Ta kula on var. So kula, I think we may have seen that in an earlier one, is sleep. You know, ta kula orum, I'm sleepy. Literally, there's sleep on me, or there's sleep coming upon me. Ta kula chakton, as a refresher of that. But ta kula on var. The sleep is from the man or away from. So far is man, but on var from the man. The next one, the police officer needs a pen. Ta pion on garda. So a police officer is a garda, but ta pion on garda from the police officer. So it eclipses and that ng kind of runs together. On garda. The next one, the doctor wants advice. Ta corlia on doctor. So corlia is advice. On doctor from the doctor. Ta corlia on doctor. The doctor needs advice or wants advice. And here's a few other at the end. Here's one you might ask. Do you want another drink? On will joch ella wet? So again, joch is a drink, joch ella, another drink. On will joch ella wet is another drink from you. In other words, do you need another drink or do you want another drink? And you can use this, of course.
Literally other, another?
Yes, ella is for other. Right, but in English you would have like another cup or another drink, but in Irish, of course, it comes after the noun, so it would be a drink other or a cup other, etc. So you can also use these in the past tense, so that's the next one. They wanted more. Vitilla wahu. So V, past tense, was. Tilla, more. Wahu, from them. So more was from them. In other words, they wanted more. Vitilla wahu. The next one, we'll use it in the future tense, and this will be negative. I won't need a ride. Ni ve sheeb wem. So again, a sheeb is a ride. Ni ve is the future tense, won't be. And wem from me, a ride won't be from me. In other words, I won't be needing a ride. Ni ve sheeb wem. So the next one is a negative question in the past tense. So, didn't the boy need a chair? Nach rev kahir on mucha. Okay, so negative question in the past, nach rev. Kahir is a chair. On muchel from the boy. Nach rev kahir on muchel. So, okay, and the last one, we use this, in this last one I'm going to use the habitual tense of to be in. So the children do be needing help. Bíonn cabhair ó na páistí. Okay, so remember, bíonn means to be in a habitual sense. You know, as a rule, the children do be needing help. So cabhair is help, and na páistí are the children. So to say from the children, you'd say ó na páistí.
Oh, the plastic.
Okay? Sorry. I'll say that again then. So bíonn means is the habitual tense, to be as a rule, so to be doing something. Cabhair is help, and na páistí are the children, so from the children, ó na páistí. In that case, it doesn't cause any weird eclipses or anything. So bíonn cabhair ó na páistí. Right, and that literally means help does be from the children. In other words, they do be needing help on some sort of a regular basis.
What's the singular question?
Páiste. It would be the same spelling, except that I thought at the end is just an E. Páiste is a child, and páistí are children.
So the
Ón báiste, right? Because ó on, when it comes together that way, it eclipses. So be ón báiste. But the plural article na, when that comes together with o, it doesn't cause any weird grammatical changes. It doesn't aspirate or eclipse, it just leaves it alone. Okay, come on. Were there any other questions on these examples? We've got time to go around with the examples, I guess. Give everybody a chance to say the examples, I guess. Oh, you have a question first?
Yeah, Talkoria, when the doctor, there's an Ella in there, and they just on the pronunciation.
I think I accidentally left an Ella, sorry. Some of these may have been copy and paste errors. Sorry about that. So you're right, in the phonetics there, that Ella shouldn't be in there. The doctor doesn't want other advice, the doctor just wants advice. Talkoria ón doctor. Sorry about that. Okay, so bíonn is the habitual tense of to be. It means to be on a regular basis. It doesn't necessarily have to be always. A lot of people translate it as it is usually, but it doesn't necessarily have to be usual. It can be something that happens on a rare occurrence, you know, like once a year or something. But it does be happening once a year, so it's.
They usually start at the front of the sentence.
Yes, the verb always comes first in Irish, so it basically goes in the same position as tá would be. If you were to say tá cabhair ó na páistí, you would be saying the children need help right now, at this particular moment. But if you say bíonn cabhair ó na páistí, you're saying the children do be needing help, not necessarily right now, but as a rule they often do or frequently do, or maybe just occasionally they need it, but they do be needing help periodically. So that's the habitual tense of to be, is bíonn. Okay. Were there any other questions, or maybe we'll just start having Brian go around. We'll start with Brian, and let's just take the let's just take this first bunch with the prepositional pronouns, from me, from you, from him, from her, since we haven't seen these this particular preposition before. So why don't we start with Brian? You say I need money, and say it in English first as well. So
I need money. Tá éirí uaim.
You need food. Tá bia wet.
He needs a drink. Tá jochwai.
She needs a chair. Tá ceithir wet.
We need a ride, tá sheepwing.
You need help. Cabhair with.
They need advice. Ta corlia woo.
and then back up to I need money, Kevin.
I need money. Tá éirí uaim.
You need food. Tá bia wet.
He needs a drink. Tá jochwai.
Let's see. Yeah, we don't have to go through that part again. Let's try these other ones here in the middle then. The woman needs money and the man needs sleep, etc. I know there's only 4 of them, but we'll go through those quickly enough. So,
The woman needs money. Tá éirí on man.
The man needs sleep. Tá culla on bar.
The officer needs a pen. Tá peal on narga.
The doctor needs advice. Tá cuirla on doctor.
and then back up to the woman needs money.
The woman needs money, tá éirí or man.
The man needs sleep. Kola, on board.
The officer needs a pen. Top down and the yard.
The doctor wants advice. Kola on doctor.
The woman needs money to irrigate on man.
The man needs sleep. Ta kola on var.
Okay. I don't think we need to go do a second pass on this one, do we?
No.
Okay. You all more or less have the hang of how it works, right? Okay, so for the next part, stacked that all wrong, didn't we? So for the next part, you'll get your opportunity to make your own sentence with this new construction. And I put some extra vocabulary words in this middle thing because there's lots of other stuff that we've gone over that you could want or need that were in previous lessons. But I'll be sure to give you all a pronunciation on those. So the chart works basically this way. The first column is the verb, since the verb comes first, or the verb